Hi Leo, welcome to your monthly messages from Spirit reading for November 2021. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Leo. This will not resonate with every Leo that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. If this reading is not for you at all, Leo, I highly suggest checking out your other signs in different placements. My intentions for this reading, Leo, is to channel and provide messages from Spirit for you for the month of November, to ask what's happened in November from the beginning and why it's happened and how will it all end up by the end of November. And this can impact any aspect of your life, whether it's career and finances, love and romance, home and family life, even spiritual evolution. Whatever Spirit wants to communicate shall be said, and I hope it's what's been weighing the heaviest in your heart and in your mind at this time. If you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome into this space, specific ancestors, angels, deities, your higher self, spirit guides, even passed on loved ones, you are welcome to do so now. So let's go ahead and get this reading started, Leo. I will be using my sound bowl to clear the energy. If you are listening to this using headphones, I do suggest turning it down a little bit. I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's go ahead and get this started. Wow. Okay, Leo, what I saw, I'll try my best to explain this because, I don't really know, the technical term for these things. But you know when you go to, a ski resort, and it's not one of those chair lifts that you sit in, but it's, one of those, cubicle boxes that send you up to, the top of the mountain. I saw that, and it felt like Spirit was operating the whole system. It felt like Spirit was carrying you up, Leo, and guiding you to this point in your life. I don't know if some of you are going through a transition right now. I don't know if some of you have been going through an awakening, but there's movement, there's changes that are happening. That Spirit is involving itself in your life, Leo, wants to direct you, wants to guide you, but wants to mainly do the work almost for you to get there because you've been doing so much. It's like Spirit wants to uplift you. Spirit wants to let you know that I have you in my hands and you are in safe hands, and I will guide you and lead you every step of the way. And then I heard the song from Bob Marley, Three Little Birds, which is what I occasionally hear in my readings. But it's a song that I feel resonates with the message that, someone has been really stressed, really worried, really intense, anxious. I even feel a pain in my lower back. I don't know if you've been putting a lot on yourself, Leo. You've been doing a lot for others. You've been worried about others. I'm kind of getting for some of you. Or you're worried about how something is going to go in a certain relationship or how everything is going to happen. But don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is going to be all right, is what I heard. I don't know if you've heard that song lately or if that song resonates with you in any way. But Leo, yeah, you need to fully understand and know that Spirit has your back. And with whatever you've been stressed about, worried about, just anxious to get it started, anxious to happen, it's all in the right timing. And you're in very good hands, Leo. Trust the universe and it shall reward you with that trust and faith. Anyway, that may be a small message for some of you guys. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say for my beautiful Leos for the month of November. Tell me what Leo's going to go through and what's happening in November. Ooh, okay. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. I know that is right, Leo. I mean, for those of you who aren't in quarantine, I know some parts of the world are, but I feel there's a lot of excitement trying to enter into your life, Leo. Certain events, celebrations, parties, family members that want to see you. But Leo, I feel, yeah, there's just something that you've been burdening yourself with that spirit wants to take off your shoulders, wants to take off your back. Does that mean you just say to heck with duties and you're not going to pay your bills? No. But you've put so much on yourself. Enjoy your life right now, Leo. If you do get invited to go out to certain places, to certain events, parties, maybe even a date, take up on it, because I think you're going to have fun. You may have an opportunity to be invited to a certain event, a concert, anything along those lines that, Leo, they want you to be there. Not that you're purposely the center of attention, but you walk into the room and everyone's eyes are on you. You know how to get the party going. You know how to put a smile on everyone's face. And I think, Leo, Spirit wants you to get back to that center of yourself that isn't so worried, isn't so stressed, and just to have fun again. I don't know, there's something you're kind of, for some of you, wondering if you should go, if you should not. Like a certain invite, go. I think you're not going to be disappointed. And maybe even a birthday celebration of someone you care about is coming up. And I don't know, I just get this sense that people want you there, Leo. But have fun. Have fun and let go of the stress, Leo. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Some of you are definite free spirits. I feel for some of you, like you get bored with stagnancy for too long. You get this urge to move somewhere else quite frequently. Maybe you've moved to very many different places throughout your life. But you're coming back into this mode, even especially after the last 2 years we've experienced with COVID-19. Just, I need to get out and do something. And maybe your ego is trying to say, no, Leo, you shouldn't. You have all this stuff to worry about, stress about. But your heart and your soul is telling you, yeah, let's do it. Let's have fun. Let's experience. Let's enjoy. Let loose is what I'm hearing. And then I heard the Footloose song. Don't know why that came in. But let's keep going, Leo. Tell me more. Wow, selling out. Interesting. Number 1. So your birthday could be August 1st, August 11th, perhaps July 21st. You could be Life Path 1s. Or November 1st, November 11th, November 21st are going to be important dates for you guys this month, or were. Leo, I wonder if there's a part of yourself that has been doing something for so long. You've convinced yourself that you have to do this. It's the only way, but it's taking too much of you, including, for some of you, your authenticity, your enjoyment, your success, and even if you are getting paid well for it, whatever it is you do for your career or what you do as a side hustle or whatever, it feels like every time you're about to get up and go to work, or you're about to go up and do this project, you feel drained, you feel down. I feel, Leo, you've been stuck in this stagnancy of life for too long, and it's adding to your burdens, it's adding to your stress, it's changing the mindset of what you naturally have into one that I almost feel like some of you, I've heard like auto control or auto cruise, you know, that thing you put in the cars to let you drive and just like go on that same speed. There's something that hasn't been fulfilling you, Leo. And maybe you felt like you had to compromise your self-care, your enjoyment. But what this is telling me is you're giving way too much of yourself, Leo. And even some of you have been convinced that this is who you are, and it's not. I don't know why that's coming through this way, but I don't know, even for some of you, the people you surround yourself with, you're kind of seeing that, especially coworkers, it feels very strongly that you just don't vibe with them, you don't resonate with them, yet you have to put on this fake smile just to get through the day. Maybe there's certain, like, I don't know why I'm picking up on this, but like your sibling's partner, you guys don't get along, but you like try to get along just to benefit your loved one, or even like your parents' new partner, your like a stepmom, a stepdad type of thing, even in-laws for some of you. Leo, let me tell you something. You don't owe anyone anything. And if something is doing too much to you, that's taking way too much out of your life than it is even benefiting you, why are you doing it? And I'm not saying that I'm not saying you should be cruel to people. I'm not saying don't be kind to people, no. But this is beyond that. This is not just like holding the door for someone or being polite. This is like you really do feel you are sacrificing yourself for something that you don't even stand for or believe in or feel happy about. It feels relationships, but it could also be career as well. And it's taken the life out of you for some of you. And Spirit does not want that, Leo. Spirit wants you to get back to yourself, get back to the enjoyment you felt in life, to do what's right for you, Leo, and not feel like you're being selfish for it or that you are burning bridges with people. Because if you take time to yourself and someone has a problem with that, maybe that's not an alliance you want in the first place. But yeah, Leo, there's something that you thought you wanted even at a period of time, and now that you have it, and now that you've been living with it, it wasn't all that you wanted it to be or saw it to be, and now you feel stuck in some way, and you're absolutely not stuck. That's one message Spirit wants to say to you very strongly. Whew. And there could be like an energy vampire around you, a friend, family member, hopefully not romantic partner, but just sucks out of you, the life force out of you, that happiness, that kindness, that fulfillment, that joy, and leaves you with nothing. And then it's never enough. It could be a situation in your life too. Figure out what that is, Leo, and eliminate it, or at least set boundaries with it, because it's not fair to you. Okay, let's keep going. Wow, beautiful. A child's love. Very nice. So let's read what's on the card. It says, the love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as a part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. Wow, okay, so Leo, more than anything, there's a couple things I'm feeling with this. Some of you had all these dreams, this powerful imagination as a child, this way of being that, I don't know, like as a child, everyone loved you. You were just that one who always said the funniest things, or you always loved to perform in front of your family members, or I don't know, like I'm seeing someone pinching someone's cheeks, like you were just a doll in everyone's eyes. But I also feel that there was a side to you, Leo, from childhood that made you feel like you had to please everyone, that you had to make sure that everyone was getting along in your family, or that, you know, something from your early childhood that really stifled you. Or others of you, maybe you felt like you didn't really have a childhood. You felt like you had to grow up very, very fast. A lot of burdens and responsibilities were placed on you. You didn't get that enjoyment of a child or in your childhood for very long, and you felt kind of cheated from that. Or, you know, those imaginations, those daydreams, you were shunned for it, or you were just, I don't know, something about that energy of your inner child was very, very dimmed. And I think, Leo, a part of that inner child that exists within you is the part that has that wonder for life, that excitement for life, that wants to go out and have fun and explore, and that still exists within you. And you need to tap into your inner child, Leo. And some of you may get uncomfortable kind of going out of your comfort, out of your box. But again, I think there's like a message of take a little bit more risks, like put yourself out there a little bit more. I think there's going to be a lot of fulfillment that comes from that. Now, others of you, again, like I feel this parent-child tension between like either your parent or your child that someone wants to heal so badly. And it can be healed. And if someone has moved on from this, existence to the next, I think this has helped me, because I lost an uncle that was very, very close to me. And it was like they were my second father. And I find myself sometimes still just talking aloud to him, or just in my mind, in my third eye, I see him, I hug him, I let him know, hey, I'm here, I miss you, I can't wait to see you next, but I love you. That's enough, Leo. If they have passed on, if they haven't, you still have this opportunity and chance to heal this. You really do. But for most of you, connect with that inner child. Let that inner child free a bit to be that child they couldn't be, or to go after those dreams and that vivid imagination, that wild heart that you've always had. Because that's you, Leo. Regardless if people try to strip that away from you, try to define you, try to label you, try to confine you, whatever that is, whatever has happened. The joyous, wonderful, curious side is you at its very heart. You just had to sell out a little bit to fit into today's society. You don't have to do that anymore. Wow. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and get some cards to explore this a bit further. Music you really connect with. I don't know if you make music, but a lot of you, like when you're feeling down, you put on a song, you put on just music around the house, blast it is what I'm hearing, like in your car, in your home, on your headphones. And that just takes you into the spiritual realm too, connecting with music, getting into those songs that you just feel in your heart, that uplift you, that heal you. Do that again. Some of you could have music notes tattooed onto you, or like a lyric tattooed onto you. But yeah, I think you're meant to have fun this month, Leo, and take off whatever stress or burden and just say to the wind with it, I'm doing me unapologetically. So let's keep going. Let's see what the tarot has to say to my beautiful Leos. Came a jumble a bit. If you do hear my dogs, I apologize. Oh goodness, these are so big. I'm so sorry, Leo. My hands are so tiny. I can only do so much to carry them all at once. All right, thank you for your patience. Let's see what's happening for my beautiful Leos in the month of November. There we go. 3 of crystals. And it says Trinity at the top. So this is Capricorn energy. Yeah, I feel like, and this is coming under passion and pleasure, savor your life. Are you unhappy with your job? And if you are, is it something that you can change within it? That you can do within it to make it more enjoyable? Or is it time to go, Leo? I almost feel, even for some of you, there's something about retirement that you keep on putting off. Retire. What are you waiting for? And if it is like financially some sort of struggle, I feel Spirit has your back and will take care of you. I don't know. I feel for those of you that this retirement thing's coming up, like you have enough money saved, you're just afraid to take that final step. Now, others of you, Spirit wants you to do what you are good at, what you're naturally talented at. I don't know, I'm seeing Etsy, like something could be craftsy that you create, or starting your own Etsy shop, or just like finally being able to work with something that you really enjoy and get paid for it. I just think whatever job you're in now, for some of you, you're not happy in. And I think that some of you, it could be like a boss situation. Change your boss, change your manager. If you can't, fine, bye. I'm not going to be tormented every day trying to prove myself to you, and you don't even give me that appreciation or support. But I think, Leo, if some of you are starting your new careers, starting a new business, starting a new job, I think you're going to be successful at it because it's something you've wanted to do, you've had passion for. And others of you, if you put that on the back burner because it's not logical, reasonable, I do think that's what's going to end up making you the most money, when you put your heart and soul and passion into it. that's the magic that creates the manifestation. Wow. Let's keep going. Tell me more. Woo! Whoa. Okay. Now 2 major arcanas came out for my beautiful Leos, and it says karma with judgment. Look at that beautiful lotus flower. Some of you could have resonance with the lotus flower. But yeah, it's underselling out, Leo. So let's talk about this. There's been something karmically that you felt like you had to settle for a while now. This feels years maybe. But Leo, I think you're breaking through the mud as the lotus does and looking to the light and seeing, for some of you, it's like the energy of, I don't have to put up with this anymore. I can be free. I can be happy. And maybe for some of you, you're wondering why this had to happen, why you had to have certain contracts with people that were just so karmic, so heavy. It's so you could grow through the mud and enter the light to show how far you've come. But Leo, you need to understand that by staying in the mud, staying in this selling out, having certain people around you who drain you is just going to keep you from entering that light. Is going to keep adding karma and never unfold your dharma. And some of you need to know that even if something does pay the bills, I don't know, it's like a lot of us, especially millennials, especially Gen Xers, especially baby boomers, we were raised with this idea that we had to go to school, get a degree, get a job, work the 9 to 5, break our backs, and then, just humbly go away and wait until the end comes. And a lot of us are realizing now with social media, with the internet, with new ideas and concepts that have emerged, that's not the path all of us are meant to follow, that all of us are meant to be. Some of us, great. If you're happy with the corporate job, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But some of you, I really do feel there's a certain job or a certain lifestyle or a certain pattern that you just felt like you had to do in order to be happy, and it's never given you happiness. And I think in November, it's the moment to finally just have everything unfold. Take that first step. Start doing things that make you happy. And although it may be scary at first, if your heart's been calling you to do it, then do it. And everything else will fall into place. Your dharma will unfold, which will take care of you. But I think there's an opportunity too for some of you Leos that like someone's going to give you an offer, there's going to be a chance to take that will change everything. I don't know, do you want to travel? Do you want someone offering some sort of advantage to you that is going to break you free from the selling out that you've been in for too long? Everything's unfolding, Leo. And now is the time to experience it. Now is the time to take that chance. So then anything karmic could fade away and you can start enjoying it again. Life, your choices, your experiences, your relationships. Beautiful. And I think there's a choice that you're going to make that although it may seem small, it's going to impact everything. When you see a drop in the water and then you see the ripples kind of expand, the moment you decide you're going to go for it, everything else is going to change. Then we have the moon, which is under a child's love. Yeah, so this is big time inner child wounds, suppression that have been existing in your subconscious. And I feel a lot of you, it's like you compartmentalize. So some of you may even be hearing me now and be like, whatever, Mermaid, I healed that a long time ago, or even just the past is in the past. Why stay in there for too long? There's a post I did that a lot of you may have seen about what happens because I was in this place, trust me, of just compartmentalizing, pushing through whatever that's in the past. I won't deal with it. But then it starts to surface. And I even feel for some of you Leos that whether it was in November or even October, there's something that really overwhelmed you, and brought back like those feelings of fear, insecurity that could have stemmed from a childhood. But it was brought to your attention to see, like, Leo, see, like, you can't just bury this. You can't just ignore it. Unless you come face to face with it. See the truth in it, not the illusions, not the fears, not what was projected onto you, not what was taken from you, but to really understand that certain things happen in life. So whether it's karmically, which very clearly it comes out for a lot of you, or whether it's just because that's how life is. We get hit, we get pushed down. But for the fact that I decided to stand back up again, why did I stand back up? Because there's this inner hope within each and every one of us that hasn't lost it, that we know there's something better to come out on the other side. And I think a lot of you are freeing your inner child again, whether that's doing inner child work, inner child bonding, inner child healing. I mean, just envisioning you as a child. Get a picture of you as a child. Put it on your altar, put it where you can see it, and then close your eyes and imagine yourself as that child and tell that child everything it didn't hear that you need to hear. Because that inner child is you, Leo. Pisces energy. Cancer energy for me as a reader. Or you know what, Leo, even around the full moon eclipse that's coming up in just a few days. Look it up if you don't know it. I can't think of it at the top of my head. Please comment it below if you know it. Something will finally fully manifest to where you can finally let go anything that has been draining you, burdening you, stressing you out, or unfulfilling for you. To finally come to terms with it, recognize it, accept it, and then free it. Bottom of the deck, Master of Crystals. Taurus energy. This is the King of Pentacles. Leo, you can have what you want. You can work and be happy. You can have the lifestyle you want and still be responsible. You have the resources. You have the abundance. It's just being waited. It's waiting to be recognized. It's waiting to be seen, waiting to be implemented, and then all will flourish. I think for a lot of you, again, if you're worried about a certain career choice or leaving a job to do something new, whatever your heart and your passion has been calling you to do is going to make you money, is going to fulfill you. Because there's an energy that you're putting into it that isn't draining, that isn't negative. It's fueling the fire to create even more. So some of you just need to hear that you will be okay. You will be safe. You will be protected. You will be abundant, and I'm hearing guarded even. Spirit wants you to know that, again, you're in good hands and we will let you flourish. But you've been living in a karmic situation, a karmic lifestyle, a karmic pattern for too long that isn't going to help propel you in this flourishment. It's just going to keep on taking. We don't want anything to be taken from you anymore, Leo. All right, Leo, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this reading with one last card. I love this deck so much. It's called TLC for the Soul. And I'm going to show you the image first to see what downloads you get, what messages you get, and then I'm going to read the beautiful message on the back. So anything, ooh, that was quick to wrap up this beautiful message for Leo. Let's see. So it says, seek understanding. Beautiful. And look at that gazebo. Yeah, seek understanding for what may have happened. Why you decided that something that you were living with that was making you so unhappy, why you did that. How can you fix it? How can you understand that the past, although it is in the past, is something maybe to be learned from, to not just make you back in this energy of sadness, but to propel you even further, to even empower you in some sort of way. But let's go ahead and take a look at that beautiful imagery with the gazebo, with the cherry blossoms. So beautiful. Let's go ahead and read the message. Words may be used by you as a calming balm in the face of antagonism. Yet your skills as a cooperative listener will also be needed at such times. Nothing's ever meant to break your spirit. Rather, it is meant to liberate you from false ideas you may be holding about yourself. What you are in need of learning is to meet opposition with love rather than to shrink in the face of it. Tackle the situation directly with common sense while also keeping to an honorable measure of compassion for the other. Renewal is underway. Yeah, and Leo, like I said, like it doesn't mean you have to be rude, doesn't mean you have to be accusatory, negative towards someone or something in your life. But you can also just say, I understand what lesson this has served me. I understand that I went through this or I've been doing this because I had a false belief about myself or how my life was supposed to go. And as I saw that, it was 222. Don't know if that's a message you or a synchronicity you've been seeing, but I'm ready to say thank you for serving me in the way that you have, for growing me the way that you have. Although there were some tough pains through it, I have evolved. But now I can let go. Now I see the understanding in it, and that will give me my peace to move forward and to move on. And once you decide to just start moving forward, I think everything will unfold like this beautiful lotus flower we were talking about earlier. You made it this far, Leo, and you have so much farther to go. Just certain people, certain situations don't have to follow you on your path to success and happiness. What a beautiful reading, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really hope that this has given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to the month of November. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Leo, very much. And I'll see you next time. Take care, Leo.